So Minister in the Presidency Khumbudzo Ntshavheni said the cabinet will be guided by one government policy. The new executive will have the responsibility of tackling crime in hotspot provinces such as Gauteng. Ziniko Mhlaba zooms into how the provincial government has been trying to deal with crime. Ziniko, good morning to you. This is going to be a really big, a thing on the to-do list of this brand new cabinet, right? Particularly here in Gauteng. And of course, we heard just in the middle of this week that the Premier of Gauteng has moved community safety to his office.
That's right, Naledi. Well, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni emphasized that as much as the cabinet is now made up of different people coming from different political parties, as far as the national policy and the programs of government, they will be guided by one policy, which in this case is the National Development Plan. We know that this is a plan that is more like reflecting on the national plan of South Africa and how it is going to develop the country and also tackle various issues, whether it's community safety, whether it's ensuring that the public health in the country is in good place. And of course, the target was 30 years. So one of those key elements or one of the key major priorities of the National Development Plan is combating crime in different provinces, especially provinces with the highest population compared to other provinces, and that is Gauteng. And we know that Panyaza Premier Lesotho has been very vocal in terms of coming up with innovative way of fighting crimes. We know that there's introduction of crime wardens. We understand that there's also cameras being installed in major crime spots in the CBDs here in Johannesburg, but also in Pretoria, in Germiston as well. So right now we're in the CBD in Johannesburg, just outside the Johannesburg Central Police Station. The reason why we're here, when it comes to police stations that are reporting the highest numbers of serious crimes such as murder, such as hijackings, this police station is one of the police stations which is in the top 10 in the country. So you can imagine, the volume of fake police officers in this district are faced with. But there's also a problem for people who are commuting from townships such as Soweto, Kagiso, coming into the Johannesburg CBD, who are walking in the early morning from 5 o'clock, walking into their various workplaces, who are affected by daily crime. So I'm going to bring in a lady, one of the people, just to share his own experience as far as crime in the city of Johannesburg. Baba, thank you very much for your time. Baba, ukuthi njengomuntu osebenza lana osuka eSoweto Orlando, inkinga ezifana necrimes affecta kanjani njengabantu abasebenza amateksi kumele baze la edrobheni ekseni?
Nasuka ekseni ngabo 4 ukuya kubo 6 akuhambeki la eJohannesburg ngoba icrime high kakhulu, robbery, like robbery of laptops and cell phones. Then amapolisa akekho visible, like akekho ukuthi avikele umphakathi isikhathi esikhulu, ngathi amaphoyisa ayashota.
Mangicabanga baba, singayisolva kanjani lenkinga lena, because uPremier uyazama ukintroduce labantu esibabiza ukuthi amapanyaza, ukhona nama-CPF. Labo bantu labo baba kuphi ekseni manize emsebenzini noma nishayisa mhlawumbe ntambama?
Labo bantu baba khona kodwa abekho effective bona ukwedlula amaphoyisa, because izigebengu zihleli zibesabisa ukuthi nabo zizobabulala ngoba abekho well armed njenganamaphoyisa. But most of time baba visible kuma malls.
Siyabonga baba. Siyabonga baba. That's a commuter coming from Orlando in Soweto, just sharing his own experience and his views on the extent of crime here in the CBD. Summarily, Nadeja saying that, well, as much as there are crime wardens in and around Johannesburg, also members of the Community Policing Forum, they are not effective as far as assisting them or keeping them safe as they commute to various districts. We'll try to speak to those members in the next 2 hours just to get a sense of whether the issue of resources is adequate for them as they try to fight crime in Johannesburg, but also in areas such as Diepsloot.
Yeah, I think it's such an important discussion that you're having there, Ziniko. Thank you so much for that. Ziniko Mhlaba, our reporter. And of course, I'd be keen to hear from our viewers. If you want to send us an X at Newzroom 405. How often do you feel safe in South Africa? I'd be keen to hear that,
Yeah, I guess that a lot of people don't feel safe. It's one of those tickets as well that a lot of political parties were campaigning on during the elections for the election manifesto.